Right then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever else, did this guy just flash me? Or, oh, he did flash me, yeah, come on. So we have a little POV drive for you. So we are currently at Dorchester. It's a Monday morning, and we are heading off to Yeovil to go get a load of timber off that we collected on Friday. We were supposed to deliver it Friday, but because everything fell apart between Thursday night and Friday, it didn't happen. So I wouldn't have made it to the customer on time. I think I was due at the customer at like nearly 5 o'clock, and being a builder's merchant, say will not tip you after a certain time. So boss was like, just bring it back to the yard, deliver it Monday. I was like, okay. So yeah, no wait. So I'm gonna be heading up this way. So yeah, nice little POV drive for you. I know some of you don't like POV drives, so if you don't like them, obviously you can switch it off. You don't have to watch it, you're not obligated to, but it would be nice if you could watch it, or at least give it a like or something, and maybe subscribe to the channel. Why not? We'll get this stuff out of the way now. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. It does wonders. Help support the cause. Yeah. Yeah, so from our yard to Yeovil, there's a few different routes we can take, but this one's the one of the nicer routes to take. Not too bad. There is another route that's about 9 minutes quicker, but it's a little bit tighter. It's not too bad, but I'll have to film it fairly close to the yard towards the customer, so it'll be a longer video. So I figure I'll just drive the road from Dorchester to Yeovil. We're rolling down the hill a little bit there, bring our speed back. So I'll be doing a see it and say it sort of video. So I'll be saying what I'm looking out for. I know the roundabout's approaching, so I'll be putting the engine brake on now. It's nice and light on the old foot brake. Let the engine brake do its job. Start indicating, obviously. Keep an eye on the trailer, make sure it's following around nicely. Come out a little bit wider because it tightens up there on this corner. Not too bad, but we'll catch you out if you're brushing the curb already. So we do have a low bridge coming up, which is hidden by these trees. We need to come down and cut these trees so you can see us a bit further away. We're well under that, so it's 4.8 meters. We are just under 4.2. So the timber's actually lower than the cab, so you don't have to worry too much about that. So we've got a slow sign on the ground there, so that means we've got other roads joining this one, or a speed limit change coming up, or various other things. Newish housing estate there. Very posh. Just keeping an eye on all these like entrances to places and that. Make sure there's no one coming out of them as we're approaching them. Just keep a slight eye out. Be mindful of people that could be coming out of places. 7.5 tonne limit down there, but we don't need to go down there, so that's fine. So this is the low bridge. It's actually lower on one side than it is the other. I can't remember which side's the lower side. Pretty sure it's the other side, but don't quote me on that. Got a lot of diverted traffic signs. It's because there's going to be roadworks going on somewhere at the moment, so getting all the diversion signs up ready, I think. I assume it's for a night closure, but again, don't quote me on that. So we got a turning coming up, so we can watch for people that are trying to turn down there and might want to cut out in front of us. But we're okay. Alright. To be fair, I was a little bit slow reacting to the speed limit there, but we'll get her down. There we go. It's because I was not looking straight ahead at that particular time. Got a turn on our right here, and then we got another one up on our left up here. Just be mindful of cars wanting to turn in there or come out from there. And then we got 2 lanes here for slower vehicles. So I'll move straight over the left hand lane to let the faster vehicles go by. Sure, a Scania's going to want to go past because he's probably lighter than me. Oh, maybe not. He must be fairly heavy as well then. So we've got a lane merge up ahead. Also a parking area, so could be vehicles coming out of there. I know we've got a few vehicles coming up, so there's plenty of room. You do get the odd few people that are last minute and decide to overtake and cross the hatch markings to get in front of you. Though you are actually allowed to go on these hatch markings because it's got a broken white line on our side. But as the old adage is, more paint means more danger. Personally, I wouldn't want to drive on them hatch markings because it's not an area that's driven on very much, so it's where a lot of rubbish settles, so that's where you're more likely to get something stuck in your tyre as you're driving along. I think there was an old police camera action episode where a police car drove out to the hatch markings to pass someone because he was on an emergency call, and he ended up having something get stuck in his tyre on the hatch markings and a blowout about 130 mile an hour. Yeah, that wasn't good. vehicles that decide to overtake at the last minute. I'm just holding everyone up. Quite nice up along here. Nice views. A little bit misty. Motorbike behind us now, so he's going to be wanting to looking to pass us. Once this van passes me, he should have enough room to get around me. He's looking. I'm going to move over slightly for him. Good man, you're welcome. Might as well let him by because he's a lot quicker than me. So we've got a car emerging here. It'd be silly if he goes now. Oh wow, really? That wasn't really the best place to overtake there. Okay. Again, another turn emerging up, or coming up, but nobody there to worry about. We got an area, lots of paint and lots of signs, a lot of everything, so the more signs and the more paint you see, the more likely there is to be. Sometimes it's like a higher spot for accidents, so they'll put up more signage and more stuff to effectively warn you that it's an area where you're going to have cars coming out of all sorts of places and it's a high accident spot. So yeah, sometimes you think, Christ, there's a lot of signs here. Yeah, it's probably because there's been a lot of accidents there, so it's more warning for you to effectively keep an eye out. Right, we're starting to go down a hill now, so we're going to apply our engine brake. And then just apply small dabs of the foot brake just to hold the speed back. The engine brake will hold back to an extent, but the weight will still try and push on through the hill. So we got a broken white line on our side, so there could still be cars that are wanting to pass us at the moment. A couple of turn-ins coming up to be mindful of, and entrances to houses and stuff. I'll take the engine brake off now, put the cruise control back on. And then another uphill section. So allow enough quicker vehicles to get past our slower vehicles. There you go, a couple of cars coming up. I'm going to slow right down now. Down to 30 mile an hour. Another car and another van, and the road starts to merge here. But there's no one else coming, so we're all good. Put the engine brake back on again because we're starting to roll on down the hill. Take it off. Back on again. Parking place here, so watch out for vehicles that may be emerging onto the carriageway. But there's nobody there, so nothing to worry about. Put the engine brake on fully again. So starting to go back down another steep hill here. Try and keep our speed below 50. Couple of dabs of the foot brake. Take the engine brake off again. And then power on up through the next hill. It's a problem around this area, there's a lot of hills, so you're up and down, up and down, up and down. So you've got to be very mindful of your speed, because you'd soon get carried away getting carried down the hill. Engine brake back on again. Couple of entrances and turn-ins coming up. So just watch for cars coming out of places. Luckily it's still, what, 7:15 in the morning, so there won't be too many people coming out of places. trucking area coming up again, so watch for vehicles that might want to come out of there. Coming over the brow of the hill, so ready to apply the engine brake again, so we can start going downhill. Light press of the foot brake again, back off. Engine brake off, cruise control back on, and then we'll just roll on through. Maintain our speed. Fan that's going to start pulling out. He's okay, he's clear. I pulled away a little bit more enthusiastically than that. Alright, so the lanes are going to start getting a bit narrower now. They're never too bad along here. It's not too bad a road to drive, this one. I'll start applying our engine brake for this tighter turn up here. Tell it's a tighter turn because it's got the old arrow signs there, so just be a bit more wary because we could have bigger vehicles coming the other way that might need a bit more room than we do. A lot of the drains along here are quite sunken down, so you've got to be careful because you will hit them pretty hard. It's good to try and sort of avoid them if you can, but obviously not always doable because you have to like sneak on the other side of the road ever so slightly, or straddle the white lines as they say. Make sure we keep over to the left as much as we can, passing larger vehicles so we don't clip mirrors. Alright, so we've got signs here, so we've got a little narrow bridge here. It's on a bit of a curve, so we've got to watch our trailer on this wall, so we do have to come over slightly on the other side of the road. It's a low bridge, but it's down that road there, so that's not a problem for me, because I'd be too tall to get under that one. There's also a low bridge on the road to my left as well, so I'll be too tall to go that way as well. Right, we're going down the hill, so I'll put the engine brake back on. Another truck coming the other way, so we'll keep over the left as much as we can so we don't clip mirrors. There we go. Road sort of widens up a bit again now. Right, roundabout coming up, so come off the power, apply the engine brake. And let that slow us down the majority of the way. Oh no, and your brake's still on. Now I think at the next roundabout, ideally we want to go right down the bottom of the hill and then turn left and our customer. But I think that road might be closed at the moment, so I'll have to go left and loop right round, which is a bit of a pain. So rather than being about 2 minutes from my customer, I'm about 10 minutes from my customer, which is not a problem. Engine brake on, slow down for this roundabout coming up. Oh, is it closed? Yeah, it is closed, yeah. So it's one way then. You can come up the hill, you just can't go down it. So we've still got to watch for vehicles coming from the right then. There we go. Oh, that's a pain. Right, I've got to watch this curve here because it tightens up, so we've got to come out a bit wider just to miss the curb. Take our engine brake back off. Right, now so we've got driveways, turn-ins, all sorts of stuff. Traffic lights, everything. We got a shop up here which people drive into for some bizarre reason, then reverse out onto the main road. I don't know why they do that. Personally, I'd reverse into these spaces because then you're driving out onto the main road, not reversing onto it. But yeah, plenty of stuff to watch out for. Engine brake on and start slowing down for this roundabout. And a little bit of foot brake. Oh, there's a late indication there, missed in Nissan Duke. So get on down this hill. It's quite a steep one, so got to be mindful of your speed. So apply the engine brake now. Get in the right lane there, or the correct lane even, because we are turning right. And now what we've got to be careful of, because obviously we've got to make a right hand turn, our trailer's going to cut into the right, so there could be cars that will want to get into the right hand lane next to us, but we ideally don't want them directly next to us when we start turning. So sometimes it's best to just pull away that little bit slower, let them go, get out of the way, and then you can make your turn a bit more safer. But there's no one there at the moment. Oh yeah, we got one squeezing around now. Bloody MX-5 drivers, eh? So, but he's going to be gone before I'm anywhere near it. Right, we got this guy coming around as well now. So he's going to be right next to me as I'm making my turn now. Oh, he's backing off. He's behaving. So ideally I don't want him right next to me now because my trailer's cutting over. But he is going to cut across like a wally. No patience. So he could have passed me now. Would have been no problem. It would have been a lot safer. Lots of sign, lots of lampposts, lots of paint. Means watch out. You're likely to hit someone here. Stop slowing down for these lights. The lights are red when you see them, the chances are they'll be green by the time you get to them. So if you back off early and you get yourself down to a nice little roll, sometimes they'll change before you've actually stopped and then you can keep going, but I don't think we're going to have that luck today. Yeah, we're going to have to stop. Not a problem. It's all about forward planning. When you do your test, they like to try and keep you moving the whole time without stopping, so you've got to pre-plan as much as possible. And obviously in real life situations it's best to do that as well, because you use a lot more fuel in a truck going from a standing start than you would if you were going from 5 miles an hour, when you're heavy especially. Alright, so we've got a merge here, so we're going to make sure no one's going to try and overtake us at last minute as we're merging. See, we didn't have to stop then, we were still rolling. But we'll probably have to stop it now, because obviously the lights are now green ahead of us, so by the time we get there the chances are they're going to be red. There we go. So we'll back her off. We need to get over actually, I think. So we'll move over, because we need to go right round this next roundabout. I'm pretty sure it's 2 lanes all the way down to the roundabout now. I could be wrong, I can't remember. But we need to loop round our roundabout and come back on ourselves for the entrance to the customer. So you may wonder why I've moved over so early. It's purely just so I don't get in a situation where I end up with loads of cars down my right hand side when I need to move right. So the earlier you get over, the easier it is for yourself. Are you going to make these lights? Yeah, we'll make them. See, our customer's right here, so hopefully the gate's open. Because if it's not, we yeah, it's open, all good. Ideal. The roundabout. So this is the bottom of the hill that I was on about. See where the road closure was at the top of this hill here. so it would have saved me a lot of time if that was open, but we're not that lucky. Right, I don't know what time they tip here, so it's currently 7:30, so I'm hoping I can get straight in and tipped. Right, let's wait for this car to pass. We're going to move over slightly just to make our turn in a little bit easier. Take all the room you need, and then we'll get in. All delivery vehicles wait at white line until called forward. Righto. There's another one in front of us. I bet he's delivering a machine by the look of it. Yeah, take up all the room you need if you can. Anyway, that's our little drive done. Probably a bit longer than I expected, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're at our customer now. We're going to sit here and wait to be unloaded now. So I might go out and start doing these straps. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share the video with someone you think might like it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.